computer. The 3rd of January, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Let's see. Okay, there's Phil. Good morning, Phil.
Good morning.
Okay, we're ready. Ready to go. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Oh, so we have the story. Oh yeah. Okay. So last thing we did was the there was a story with Nasib and Nasan Biad. And Reb Ashi distinguished his case, which he ruled one way against seemingly the way the Brisa ruled, and then he reconciled the way he ruled with the Brisa. And now we have an Esvei Rabbi Avo on Reb Ashi from a different Brisa. Okay, so we're up to Esvei Rabbi Avo Reb Ashi on Kuf Yud Zayin Amud Aleph 117a.
I got A5. A5, right? Yeah, it's left hand side, right?
That's correct. The Gemora challenges.
Right. Okay, got it.
Okay, Alan, you want to read?
Okay.
Esvei Rabbi Avo Reb Ashi. On us.
The Gemara challenges Rab Ashi's ruling. AC they Rabbi Aborhu Rav Ashi Rabbi Abahu challenged Rav Ashi from the following brisa. Omalo Anos. If an extortionist said to someone, who shait li pakia or morize, extend to me this bundle of straw, kol novize, or extend to me this cluster of grapes, Bahashia sheet low, and he extended it to him, chayev, he's liable to pay. In this case, the extortionist was already standing near the produce. Nevertheless, the fellow is liable for handing it to him. This contradicts the ruling of Rav Ashi. Doesn't mean that nevertheless the fellow is liable for handing handing it to him.
Right. He's the person that handed it to the mafia is liable to pay the owner of the cluster. Okay, so let's see how the Gemora answers this question. Um, and like that, we'll be able to understand what exactly the question is itself. It seems like the Gemora, yeah, okay. Okay, Lou, you want to continue?
He's not there.
Lou's not there. Okay, continue, Alan.
Gemora answers, Hachab, me, after Kinonon, what are we dealing with here? Kagon, Dikoe, Bisray, Ivri, Na, Roar, with a case where they, i.e., the extortionist and the produce were located on two opposite sides of a river. Since the extortionist could not have reached the produce himself, the Jew is liable for handing it to him.
Ah,
And there's a long explanation for it.
okay. Okay, let's read the rest of the Daikanami. Okay, so the point of the answer is to distinguish why in this case the Brisa says that the guy who gave it to the mafia is liable, whereas the guy that brought the stuff to the Beis HaMelech is not liable. So over here, the Gemara is pointing out in this Brisa where the guy is liable, it's because the onas, the extorter, he was not able to get at this cluster of grapes on his own. He needed because it was on the other side of the river. So he wasn't able to get it, and therefore the person himself, he's extending he's stretching out his hand and giving him the cluster, which he wouldn't be able to get on his own in the place that he was. So, and that's why he's liable. Now, this was not like the case of Rav Ashi, because in the case of Rav Ashi, the henchman of the king said, show us some property that some property that we could take, and he showed them where the property was, and so now the henchmen are there together with the property, together with this guy that showed it to them, and either one of them can now take it back to the king's palace. That's not any difficulty, and so there's no difference whether the guy that showed them takes it back or whether the henchmen take it back, because the truth of the matter is that the guy already stole the stuff when he showed them and brought them to the place where where the stuff was. They were already they were able to get it themselves. They didn't need him to get it anymore. He already did enough to show them where it was. Okay, so we have some Rashis over here. We have Pekia, Chayev, and Trey Ibre Nahara. 3 little Rashis here.
Fine with you.
It's about a little bit below, halfway down in the Rashi column.
What's the first Rashi you want?
Pekia.
Okay, Pekia means a kesher, like a knot.
Hoshit li Pekia. Pekia of Amir. Amir is straw, I guess.
Yeah. It's called in a bundle. It's things that are knotted together, so to speak. And if he does that, he'd be chayiv. Afagav, even though the kai akum, even though that it's talking about a voda zara, an idol worshiper. Algav
de koi akum. Al gabe hamaman.
Algavi on the money. A wheel, since Sam, when I picked it up and gave it to him, biyad, he gave it to him by hand, he'd be chayiv. Okay, so we're going on an avodah zarah, or somebody who's an avodah zarah, and he gave him the money, he'd be chayiv. The next Rashi, though, was betrayed Ivdei, Ivrei Nahar, on 2 sides of the river. The idol worshippers on one side, the Amir Mitzazeh, and the straw on the other side. The Elo Yavi, because if he doesn't bring Nahalim, low, Motzei Anas, Mishklim. Okay. You don't find you're not finding he's being forced to do this.
Okay. Okay, it seems like what Rashi did with these 2 Rashis over here is he, in the Rashi Dibra Masel Chayev, he explained what the Gemora's Havamina was in asking the question from the Brisa on Rav Ashi. And therefore the Rashi's explaining the way the Gemora understood initially the case that the Brisa was talking about. Meaning to say that it says in the Brisa that the goy said to the Jew, Hoshidli Pekia Amir, extend to me this thing of bundle of straw, and so what's the situation? And if he goes and does it and extends to him the bundle of straw, so the Brisa says that he's chayiv. So Rashi's explaining why did the Gemora? What's the case that the Brisa the Gemora understood the Brisa was talking about that makes for a kasha on Rav Ashi? So Rashi's explaining what the Gemara thought. Why is he chayav? Ba'afogav the koi akum al gaba mammon. And even though we thought that the goy is standing there right by the property, by the mammon, meaning the imra, he could have taken it for himself. But instead of taking it for himself, he orders the Jew to give it to him. So the hapless Jew gives it to him because he doesn't want to. He's afraid to not do what the goy commands him to do. So therefore, we thought that the principle that the Brisa was telling us was, hoil b'nosa v'nosin b'yad chayev. It sounds from this Brisa that the whole reason why he's chayav is because he was the Jew was the one who took it and gave it over to the and gave it over to the goy, and like that, even though the goy could have got it himself, nevertheless, if the Jew does it, he does the action of giving it to him, he's going to be liable, and like that, that's a kasha on Rav Ashi, because Rav Ashi was talking about a case where where also the henchmen were standing right next to the stuff, and they told the Jew, bring this stuff back with us to the palace, and so Rav Ashi said he's not liable in that case. Because all he did was show them. All he did was show them, and if he just showed them where it was, and they're right there by it, he's going to be putter in that case. The minute that he shows it to them and they're standing by it, mikli kalia, Rav Ashi said, the moment is already it's already burnt up, and like that, it wasn't burnt up based upon anything that he did actively. So even though he showed them, but he's not going to be responsible for that, at least in the Bezdin Shel Matzah. So the Gemora thought in this Brisa that we're talking about a similar case. The answer that the Gemora gives is no. This Brisa that says that this Jew is chayiv is not talking about the type of a case that Rav Ashi is talking about. He was talking about the Gemora is making a stretch over here. It's making an ukimta, saying, you know what this Brisa was talking about? The Brisa was talking about that the goy's on one side of the river and the Jews on the other side of the river. The goy can't get it. The only way the goy's going to get it is if he instructs the Jew to give it to him. But otherwise, it's out of his reach. So that's what. So in that case, the Brisa says you're going to be liable. But that case is not the same case as Rav Ashi. And then the Gemara says, "Oh, you don't believe us that that's what the Brisa was talking about? You think we're just making it up? You think it's a big stretch?" So the Gemara says, "No, daikanami. It's very meduyak. It's very precisely so in the it's according to the precise understanding of the words of the Brisa, diktani, because we learned in the Brisa hoshit." He extended the straw to the goy. What's it mean that he extended it over there? It does velotani tain. It didn't say that he just gave it to him. It doesn't say that the goy says give it to me. It says extend to me. So like that, Shema Mina, the Gemara says we hear a good basis for saying that in fact the Brisa is talking about a case where the goy is standing on one side of the river and the Jew standing on the other side, and the goy not able to get it, and that's why the Jew is chayav, because he gave it to the goy who wasn't otherwise not able to get it. But Rav Ashi was talking about a case where after the Jew showed them where it was, and they're standing there right by it. Also, they could have taken it to the base Melech also themselves. They ordered the Jew to do the heavy schlepping. So the Jew's not chayiv just for schlepping. It already was sorah. It was already burnt up, so to speak, says the Gemora. Not through the direct action of the Jew, so therefore the Jew is potter. Okay. And now we go to the next case. Hahu Shusa. Lou, are you there?
I'm here.
Hahu Shusa.
Ahushusa, the havu, nimtzu, Allah, Bay Trey. There was a trap. And that it found
Anatsu, they were fighting. They were contending.
they were fighting, two people were fighting. Hi Amar Didi who? This one said it's mine. But hi
Yeah.
Amar Didi who? And this one said it's mine. Azal Chad Minaihu Umesara Lefar Hagana de Malka. One of them went and gave it to the officer of the king. Amar Abaye says, Yachol Lomar, he's able to say, Ana ki Masri Didi Masri. When I handed it over, I handed over that which is mine. So the one who handed it over is saying, now he says to the government official, okay, I handed you over my thing, so give it back to me, please.
That's what it says?
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, what's
Oh.
why he hands it over and he says, oh, what I handed over, that was mine. Why is he saying that? Because he wants to claim it.
There's another reason why he wants to say that.
Oh, what's that?
Because who is this Parhagna over here? Parhagna the Malka. Rashi doesn't tell us what's the translation of this Parhagna the Malka, but my note says that what this is it's the tax man. It's the guy that collects the taxes.
Uh-huh.
So what's the advantage of this guy handing it over to him and saying I handed over what belongs to me?
He gets credit for having paid his taxes.
Yeah. And so they took the case to Abaye, and Abaye said, yeah, he could do that. Yochel Loima, he could say, Ana ki masri de masri. He could what's the Parhagda the Malka gonna say? He's not gonna. He doesn't care. He got his money. and then he's going to go to the other guy and say, "You also got to give me." So he didn't. He's not fighting with this guy that gave it over to him, and so like that, he profited over here in this case. He gets credit for giving his taxes to the taxman. That's according to Abaye. Oh, now let's see what Rava says, though. Let's continue. Amalei Rava. Continue, Lou, please.
Oh, sorry. Amar le Rava. Rava said to him, that is to Abaye, V'chol k'minei, and chol k'minei. My English says, and is this then within his power?
Yeah.
Ella,
It's right.
Ella Amar Rava. Rather, Rava said, mit shamtinan le ad be maise le vikaye de bedina. He says we excommunicate him until he brings the trap back and stands in court.
To see whether and we have a din Torah in the Bezdin. Who does this trap belong to? Because these two individuals were contending over it. Each one was claiming that it belonged to him. So that's a tall order over here that Rav is giving this guy that gave it to the taxman. He's saying, you go to the taxman and you say, I got to have that back, sir. So that's so. In other words, he doesn't understand how Abaya could say that. How could it sounds like a very nice sounds like a smart business move, but Rava says that's not the halacha. You can't just take something that doesn't belong to you. Arguably, it doesn't belong to you. That's the question. There's another person over here saying it belongs to him. You can't take something like that and give it to the taxman. We have to first have a din Torah about who this thing belongs to. Okay. Okay, we got time left. We're going to go to another case. We have any Rashi? Not really. Okay. We got another Hahug Avra. How about Phil? You want to read?
Let me get to the who Gavra man. Who Gavra. There's a man, the who by Achvia, he needed he had a show, he had to show Achvaya. He wanted to show Atevna, his straw, Lil Dechavre, his friend. Okay. Ata Lakami the Rav, he came in front of Rav, and Omali said to him, Lo Tehei. Don't show it to him. Why it repeats this?
Wow.
Hey, twice. Don't show it, don't show it. He's saying it twice.
Yeah. Sounds like he's quite adamant about this situation that Rav is.
Yeah. Okay, so he says, don't show it to him. Okay. Trying to figure out where. And then anything special that don't show it to him? Only he said to him, Mahavne, Mahavne. And now, whatchamacallit? I'm going to show it. I'm going to show it. He tells us, don't show it twice. He says, but I am going to show it. I am going to show it. So he's not listening to Rav. And then Yehiv Rav Kahana made the Rav. Rav Kahana was in front of Rav. He came and was sitting in front of Rav. Mate, Lakuye. Likloamine. Shamte.
Shamte. They put him in harem.
Shamte. They put him in harem. Okay.
Shamte lekoye mine. Oh wow! Not just that. Shamte lekoye mine. What does that mean?
Well, Art Scroll says he broke his neck.
Wow.
He took the neck from its place.
Oh, it's not. Doesn't mean like we generally use the word shamta. Uh-huh. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Reb Kahana is a Talmud of Rav. He didn't. He wasn't too pleased how this person was treating his Rebbe. Not the way to treat Rav. Talk back to Rav and disobey him with defiance. Okay. Kori Rav Ilave.
So Rav, you love it. Rav said this on him, about him. Naich Ilpu. Shafchu.
So Mechmar.
Your children ilfu. It says fainted. Shachuf, then lie down at the head. Bakol chutzot, outside. The toe michmar.
Ufu shachfu barosh kol chutzos. Kesoi michmar.
It says it's a Yeshayahu quote.
How do they translate this pasuk? What's it have to do with over here?
It says the verse compares idolaters to whatchamacallit, under the Jews under the domination of idolaters to a trapped ox.
Onaich ulfu shachvu barosh kol chutzos or michmar, like a trapped ox. who's been trapped in a trap. Okay. Bonaich ulfu, shachvu, barosh, kol chutzois. Oh, maybe the Gemara itself is going to explain a little bit about this pasuk. Ma to zeh. The toe, I think, is referring to the ox, the wild ox, boar, whatever you call a wild, undomesticated cattle. Ma to zeh. Just like this wild ox, came into nofal b'michmar, since it fell into the trap of the trappers. Ein merachmin olav. They don't have any rachmanis on that animal. Af mammon shel Yisrael. So too, Jewish money. Kevin shenofal beyad ovdei kochavim, since it fell into the hands of ovdei kochavim, ein merachmin olav. The goyim are certainly not going to have any rachmanis on the money of the Jew that they got. So, right, this person that Rav Kahana got up and separated his neck. This person wanted to basically, he was announcing, he said he wanted to be a Moser. He wanted to show to the to the authorities, to the goyim, whoever, the property of his friend, Tivna the Chabre, the Tevin of his friend. So he qualifies as a Moser, and Rab said, don't do that. Don't show your friend's property to these people. And he said that he's going to do that. He defied Rav, and he said he's gonna do it. As strong as Rav said to him, "Don't do it," he said he's gonna do it. And that's what. And so that Rav Kahana did to him what he did, and then Rav called on him this pasuk, and the Gemora is explaining what's the connection to this pasuk over here. B'naich ulfu shachvu berosh kol chutzois. I think the pasuk in Yeshaya, when it says B'naich, it's talking about the ones who are the victims, who had their who are having their money being shown to the goyim. So they are the ones who are like a trapped ox. Just like a trapped ox, the ones that trapped him, they don't have any rachmanis on them. So too, this person that had his money being shown to the authorities, whoever they are, the goyim, whoever they are, they don't not going to have any rachmanis on his money either. They're gonna take it. Okay.
I think that's it, huh?
Anything else? The Art Scroll says.
It's 12:29, right?
Tosa says, Kloimar, Shapir, Mikre, Mosor. This person is definitely falls into the category of being a Mosor. Shadavar Boruhu, Shikhu, Be'aka Shehereu.
How are you? Okay.
It's definitely going to be taking his money away from him. Something to that effect. Okay. Okay, everybody have a great day. Yashikoyach.
Yeah,
All the best.
thanks.